Hey guys, got a new t-shirt coming at you real quick. You've been super supportive with these and I really appreciate it. They've done so well. We've had a joke in our industry for quite some time that as long as there's an internet, we can't get fired. And so I present to you the Can't Get Fired Productions vintage style tee. We have been joking about making this shirt forever and now I'm super happy we finally have. You can only get it until September 22nd. But get the Can't Get Fired Productions vintage tee. This is like my new favorite t-shirt now. I love this thing so much. I'm going to be wearing this everywhere. And only through September 22nd. Thank you for watching The Smoking Tire. Now enjoy your one take. Morning, everybody. Welcome to an eclipseful. Welcome to the solar eclipse. We have really chosen the wrong day to do this. Marcel Horn, legendary Volkswagen Audi tuner from HPA Motorsports, Vancouver, Canada.
It is. Yes,
A. Welcome, A.
Hey, yep.
Welcome, A.
How you doing, A?
It's always good to see you. And we've done, I don't know, 2-3 different videos with your different golf-based packages. This is a good one. You told me about this one a year ago, 2 years ago, and this was immediately the one that I wanted to try. The Volkswagen EOS.
Yeah, it's a chick flick machine. It's a hybrid. It doesn't know what it wants to be. So
you can't say hybrid in California. They have a different meaning in California.
Oh yeah, okay. It's not a Prius.
It's in general. Honestly, it's a terrible car.
Right.
It's a really terrible car.
Yeah, it was front wheel drive. Most of them were 4-cylinder, but there were a few rare ones in 08-09 that got settled with our infamous V6 engine, the 3.2.
Which is the VR6.
VR6, correct.
I get a lot of angry people out there because I call VR6s V6s.
But it is a true V.
That's what I'm saying.
It is a true V. It's the world's only narrow angle V with one head.
Exactly.
World's only automotive application of that.
There's 3 options: inline, V, and flat. That's it. If you're not in line, then you're a V.
So we add an R to it.
Yeah. So VR6.
R
anyway,
for racing.
Your single turbo package.
Yes.
With all-wheel drive grafted in.
Right. To make anything over 400 horse work, you need a little bit of traction. So we put the Passat 4Motion Gen 2 system into the car.
Completely seamless. This car, I would call this, with the exception of the frog graphic and your stickers, I would call this a true sleeper. Because the standard EOS is not fast, and this is making 600 horsepower.
500 horse, 600 foot-pounds of torque.
Okay, 500 horse, 600 pounds of torque, and that's a stock bottom end.
Stock bottom end. It's our FT kit, so it was an EFR Borg-Warner 7670 turbo. Nice, clean, bolt-on kit, after-cooled liquid cooler on it. Keeps it stable in these hot climates.
All right, and it's dual clutch, 6-speed dual clutch gearbox. We're gonna go this way first and see what you do.
So we'll kick you over
manual.
Yeah, just look over. There you go.
Every time I drive one of your cars, it begins like that. This is pretty much the heaviest car that you guys do, though, right?
It is with the fold-away roof. It tips over 3680, I believe.
So the last I drove a single turbo 600 horsepower R32, which is similar to this kit, right?
Correct. Yeah, just this car's bigger, bulkier, and heavier. That one was the EFR 8374 in our FTX. This is our kind of our bread and butter 7670 package. It's predictable.
This is the bread and butter. Oh, dude. This is so silly. This is good. Here's why. The paddles, unlike that amazing Golf R of yours I drove where the customer inexplicably didn't want paddles. Weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life. So the 750 horsepower Golf R was a twin turbo setup.
Correct.
This is a single turbo. What's the difference? I mean, obviously one more turbo, but why one versus another?
The advantage of the twin is that you need half the amount of boost to find the power. So hot climate, poor fuel qualities, very fuel quality, you're not always so concerned. The single will get it done with a lot less equipment, so less cost, but you need bigger boost to get in there. So bigger boost doesn't like heat.
Right.
So you've got to then look at meth systems to integrate for misting and cooling if you're pushing it in the hard climates. But the pickup rate, the single, the Borg-Warner EFR gamma tie technology that they've got in the turbine, coupled with our really 12-inch shortest boost track, gives you instant throttle response.
I mean, once you're wound out in this car, there was a bit of lag at the bottom of it, but once you're wound out, this thing pulls very, very hard. We're gonna flip around real quick here. This is good visibility. Yep, okay. Dual clutch feels seamless. Is it a semi-built dual clutch?
Yeah, we've got our stage 3 clutch, so we upgrade from a 6.7 to a 7.7 disc. So more friction material in there, better grip. We upgrade the electronics on it. The shifting's pretty tight and spotty.
This car's real fast. Yeah, no, the manual shifting is very good.
The forward drive gives you a good bite out of the corner too. We've got.
Do you run limited slip diffs?
We do. Only on the front of these ones.
Dude, look at this thing go! Wow, that was really fast. It's so funny.
In an EOS.
In an EOS. And wait, can we put the top down? Is that?
We can.
I feel like we should. I feel like I want to feel it with the top down.
All right, we can do that.
I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna find the pull up, and I want to put the top down because I feel like that's how you really have to.
Well, the exhaust note is tight.
Right. I want to be closer to that beautiful exhaust note. This car is great. I'm just gonna pull off right here. We got good viz.
Perfect.
Let's do it in real time.
All right. So
I have to go to park.
Yep, park.
Oh, so you can't do it with the wall rolling, huh?
It would be a bad example because the trunk opens up.
That's a good point. While we're sitting here, this car, what are we running for suspension? You're a KW man,
so
right?
KW man. This one, because it's still a comfort, not a track day car, it's running a V2.
Okay.
Very compliant. You can't put enough compression to make it a track star, but with the softer unibody of the EOS, it wasn't going to go and pound the track anyway.
Well, this is a road car,
Yeah.
Right? This is a road car.
Well,
We're going to be waiting. Now we're top down.
They're top down.
Okay, well, we're going to wait for that gentleman to clear. But additionally, these are the Recaro buckets, which I'm jealous of because you can't actually get these in anything in the U.S.
No.
We get screwed with that.
Well, and we had to do a little bit of work to get them to all work for the passenger airbag weighting systems.
Yeah. Oh no, we've definitely found some traffic. Oh, we're gonna have to wait.
That's all right. We're gonna enjoy the California sun.
This seat's the wrong position for me, but the seat itself is glorious.
Yeah, they're beautiful. I mean, you're like me. I'm at 6'2". I feel like I'm a little bit of a sardine the way it's set up, but this one, the base is you have a limited range of travel that you can put in the manual sliders.
Right.
We had engineered somewhere you could double slide them, but the height of the EOS was a roof inside the cabin didn't allow for it.
This car's fucking awesome.
Well, the intent of this build was when we debadge it, that no one really knows what it is.
Oh, yeah.
From the enthusiast, but it's got the power and the takeoff in the corner. You can play with just about anything out on the road. The VR6 has a real nice note. Got 88 millimeter exhaust, good little bypass on there.
Inline than it does
Yep.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Wow, the top-down experience. I'm putting windows up for sound purposes. Top-down experience. It's really amplified, huh?
Yeah, that's a different beast.
All right, here's a question for you. 4-seat convertibles with 500 horsepower or more on sale today. AMG S63.
Yes. Audi.
Camaro ZL1 and
four-seater?
maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Technically, yeah. 911 turbo convertible. Technically, what happened? We had a huge gap, and now we don't. Bentley GT.
Bentley, I'll give it to you, but Bentley weighs in and around 5,800 pounds.
This is it joins an elite group of very few 500 horsepower 4-seat convertibles.
Well, and the trunk room in this was actually reasonable too for what a fold-away roof.
All right, I can't. The Nissan Versa, I can't do it. I cannot sit behind. We're gonna either, we're gonna flip around. We're gonna go the other way. Forget it. Forget you, Nissan Versa. I can't do it. My life is not meant to be sitting behind these types of vehicles. What I love about the VR6 is like it does feel more like an inline than it does like a V.
Right. Because the pistons are literally vertical, when you whisper a bit of boost on it, it makes torque.
Yeah.
Instant torque.
It's just got that rev happiness too that you don't get with a lot of the V6s. light. And you kind of have to input a bunch of it, but... the power is great, though.
Well, you know, for a canyon carver on a nice early morning.
And it's really effortless horsepower. The paddles are nice and responsive.
That's the stage 3 tuning on our DSG, really sharpening them up, but also giving much better grip on the clutches, so you can handle the torque load.
Was this a DSG car from the factory?
Yeah, just about all Volkswagen Audis today are coming DSG. So the electronics, the gear shift, the paddles were in the car. We just changed it to the 4-wheel drive gearbox found in the Audi TT that came with the 6-speed here in America. So you have the bigger bell housing for the VR6.
And what's the service life of a DSG gearbox when you're putting down 500 horse?
You know, we've been doing this horsepower gain on the gearbox since 2004. We have yet to have lost one out of service. We've augmented some of them with bigger gears, but you don't have the unload and offloading that you do on a manual clutch. So you're not thumping the loads on the shafts.
Oh, because you're not
It's
physically
seamlessly transitioning.
popping the clutch.
Correct. So you seem to get a longer life than you do. I've lost more manual gearboxes in my 26 years of tuning than ever having lost a DSG box.
Oh, the car is hilarious. Whoop.
It's not bad with the top down, eh?
No. Yeah, I mean, you know, the EOS in general sucks, but 500 horsepower pretty much fixes that. 500 horsepower, a good seats, and suspension that will give you, you know, a level of grip in the corners that is appropriate. And good wheels, isn't it HREs?
Yep,
and then some
HRE.
good tires. And
You know, you have the Michelin's on here coupled with the HRE Flow Farm. The Flow Farm's been a real nice, light, strong wheel.
yeah, I had those on my Vet. They were good.
Yeah, really good.
Dude, this car's awesome. I mean, everything I've learned about your other cars, your the Golf Rs and whatever, it translates to this
it's perfect.
perfectly. So this kit, how much does this kit cost?
You know, the 500 kit is about $14,000.
For installed or just the kit?
Just the kit.
Okay.
That's the exhaust, that's the catalytic converters, everything you need to let it breathe, intercoolers, everything.
Okay.
Installation time is about 50 hours.
50 hours.
Because you're not going into the engine.
Right,
You're putting a head plate on to drop the compression, oil pan,
Okay.
and you're in.
So, you know, look, obviously this isn't for everybody. This is a niche product. You have to, you do sleepers. All your cars are pretty sleepy. And you have to want a niche product. I mean, and this is a car that nobody will look at. If you are not a real car enthusiast, like if I'm just in drive and just like nobody that isn't a serious car enthusiast is gonna go, wait a minute, that's not a, you know what I mean, and is gonna think 500 horsepower. Nobody. So
Well,
that's
I think that's the key. I mean, right now, our company, we're in our 26th year and the V6 engine has come back. It's in all of Volkswagen's new production Atlas and Passats. But these cars, not so much maybe the EOS because it had a bad rep, an Audi A3, a Golf R32. These have this powertrain, the 4-wheel drive, the DSG, the engine in it. So when you massage in that turbo, you ignite the car's livelihood.
Well, this is a sick build. Mad respect for making something like this that works.
Appreciate it.
Always good to see you. HPA Motorsports.com.
HPA Motorsports.com.
And I'll put the social media and stuff in this and the link to this kit. I mean, I'm not saying like if you have an EOS, you know.
Well, and you know, this one, he didn't like the look of the EOS. This is where we...
Oh, yeah, he did the Scirocco front bumper,
he
which is apparently very difficult to do.
I bit off almost more than I could chew on
Yeah.
that. The old English wheel came out on that one.
So there are options, but this is lovely.
I appreciate it.
And your kit goes on basically any VR6.
It does.
Volkswagen,
Anything with a VR in it.
Yeah.
The package is going.
That's the jam. The kit is good and the EOS is fixed.
And you know what? We've built our kits like Lego.
Yeah.
360 all the way up to 700 horse now. Just build on, build on, build on.
I mean, no joke. Like I'd roll this at Pebble Beach or something. It'd be super sleeper. I'm about that. So thank you to Marcel, HPAMotorsports.com. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.